So I think if China lets Taiwan be independent and recommends them and helps them to be a nation to join the UN, that will be the best solution.
Yes.
And the best honor and prestige for China as a great nation, as magnanimous leadership for any other countries to follow.
Right.
Yes, Master.
China is a very cultivated country. It has many, many thousands of years of civilization. It's better we follow all the sages and saints from the past and be a peaceful, generous, great leader in the international community.
Yes, that's right.
And Russia, I don't think they want to invade Ukraine anymore. After Crimea, I think they have had enough of ranting from the whole international community.
Yes, Master.
They don't want to invade Ukraine.
I heard clearly from the Russian government that they had no intention of invading Ukraine.
I do not think Russia will invade Ukraine.
Если это зависит от Российской Федерации,
There won't be a war as far as it depends on the Russian Federation. We don't want a war, but we won't let our interests be rudely trampled on and ignored.
We have to calibrate the amount of anxiety correctly. I think the anxiety is itself Vladimir Putin's goal. My best guess is still that he's not going to invade because the enormous cost that would ensue.
Will we see this third world war?
Well, remember Einstein? He said, I don't know what will be the methods of World War III, but the Fourth World War will be waged with sticks and stones. So the realization that the Third World War could mean the end of civilization, this realization, this idea should deter us from dangerous steps globally.
It just, I think, because they feel kind of maybe isolated and suffocated, so they want to voice their strength to let the international community reconsider how to treat them. How to treat them, and then also to show off their energy so that people will have more respect, something like that, I guess.
Yes, Master.
Otherwise, I don't think they want to invade Ukraine. For what reason? For what reason? I cannot understand for what reason they would do it.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
They don't have any.
Yeah, I cannot figure out why. And what would they gain? More taxpayers? For what? The leaders of Russia, let's face it, they're all very elderly already. They know better, no?
Yes, Master.
They bring nothing to their grave. If they even have a grave to go in. If they make war, maybe they will also die. And maybe their heads will be blown away or their intestines gone and the whole body in pieces. Who knows?
Right.
Since time immemorial, history shows that many leaders die a very gruesome death.
Oh.
So maybe they can't even be buried. So what's the use of invading any country anymore and causing bloodshed and suffering and cursing upon them? And then they will go to hell for it. Yeah, not to talk about not having any burial site. Or nobody can even find their bodies. Many leaders died. Nobody knows where their bodies are.
Yes, Master.
Even recently, in our decade, in our time, in my time and your time. So what's the use of invading anything? I am tired of telling them this. But they know it. That's why I don't talk about it anymore.
Yes, understand, Master.
We talked about that before many times.
Yes, Master.
And we're still airing the cost of war and the suffering and how many millions die in each war, for example, like that. Yeah, we still do it.
Yes, Master.
So that's my talk already. I told you guys to do that anyway.
Yes, Master.
So it's my talk behind all these scenes, these horrific scenes, hellish scenes. So I didn't feel like I need to talk anymore.
Right, Master.
Right.
I thought let the children make noise if they like it that way. Oh, your game, like computer game. Except this is not a game, it's real life.
Yes, right.
Real people, real suffering, real bloodshed, and real international conflict, real international chipping of friendship and cooperation.
Yes.
Yes.
Master.
I'm too tired of talking to the deaf. If they don't listen already, I don't bother. If they still want to make war, then let the dead bury the dead, like Jesus said. I always say that.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Jesus is right. They don't know they're dead already. Because if they're not spiritually enlightened, they're dead. If they don't understand such a little basic truth about war and peace, they're dead.
Yes, Master.
True.
If they still want to make war, killing others, innocent people and children that are not involved, bystanders, by war, then they're dead already.
Yes.
Yes.
Master.
And their souls will be captured in hell long before their physical body wither. Oh, let the dead bury the dead if they do make war, okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
Yes,
Understand.
Master.
Just for ego or whatever, I don't know. What for would Russia want to invade Ukraine? Russia is very rich already.
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
Master.
The
Right.
more taxpayers don't make putting any fatter or more handsome or younger, huh?
Yes.
Right.
All right. What's your question answered? Enough?
Yes, Master. Thank you very much.
Any more? Any more questions? Doubts about what I said or about the topic?
Well, yes, because I think the world is concerned because Russia is amassing hundreds of thousands of troops. So when they say they don't want to invade, the world community doesn't really believe them.
Doesn't believe them what?
Well, they may think that Russia's not telling the truth when they say they're not going to invade because there's so many troops at the border.
I understand. They should believe it. Russia doesn't want to invade. They
Right.
should believe what they say.
Yeah.
It's just that they have some demands, and the international community did not answer. That's why.
Oh.
There are so many of the NATO troops there, and they're scared.
Oh, okay.
Number one. Number two, they make excuses for Russia to also have their troops there, saying that Russia has to protect their own border and their own country. If the NATO troops, the international troops, are not there, they would not have any excuse to do that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so they have to talk to each other. They do speak English. They are interpreters. There's a Google Translate. If they don't understand each other,
Yes.
why do I have to bother about these things? I have my own spiritual work to do.
That's true, Master.
If they want to play games with each other and kill each other's citizens, then I just say, like Jesus, let the dead bury the dead and let their conscience scold them, okay?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
And let them suffer in hell because they're old enough already. And there are many history lessons about how terrible war can be already.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
All right. Despite that, Russia really doesn't want to invade Ukraine. It's just a game. They want to gain something.
Okay, Master.
They want also to relax some of the international sanctions.
Right. Okay.
Similar to North Korea, they're also making a big noise because of sanctions.
Oh, yeah.
The international community must trust each other
Right. Master.
Yes.
and relax restrictions between each other. After it's all said and done, they should just talk to each other and make some concessions or some, compromise or something.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Because sanctions are also a suffering for any country.
Yes.
Yes.
True, Master.
I know that from Vietnam after the war, 30 years of sanctions.
Yes. Master.
People suffer, not the government.
Yes.
So if any international group or community wants to punish some leaders or some country government, they're not doing it well because the people suffer, not the government.
Yes. That's
Yes.
true.
Least of all the leaders. They will always have their luxury cars, bodyguards, a good palace, and security, good food, good money in the bank, everything they have.
Yeah.
Right.
They will never be affected in any way.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
That's right.
The leaders of any country or the governments, they all live well. So this is ridiculous anyway to sanction any country for whatever reason.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
You only punish the citizens, the innocent citizens, the helpless citizens of that country, not the leaders, not the governments. They are never affected in any way.
Yeah.
Yes.
True, Master.
Except in the war, maybe they die if you bomb them.
Right.
Yes, Master.
But mostly they would have, the terrific bunker ready somewhere. Yeah, very difficult to get them.
Right.
So I say, well, this world is crazy.
Yeah.
If all this money for weapons and destruction and war can help the poor people, then our world would be a paradise a long time ago already.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Not helping the poor by waiting for the trouble to come and then go and give them some money like a charitable or big shot. No, help them by giving them some means or some financial support so they can take care of themselves.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Like doing business or give them land to cultivate whatever they want. They don't want much. Most people, they just want enough to have food on their table, clothes for their children, and education for them. That's all they want. And they could take care of themselves if they have the means to do it.
Yes.
Yes,
that's
Master,
true.
that's right.
The government can give them all that money they saved from war-related weapons, army payments, and training, and all that can help to build the nation and help the poor to stand on their own feet, like giving them loans without interest, with a time frame to return, to motivate them to do business well, and give the poor but diligent students loans, even though their grades might not be excellent. But if they study diligently and they seem to appreciate education, and give them scholarship or free education altogether. In Vietnam, when I was younger, we were in the war and still had free education all the way up to junior high, all the way up to finishing high school, and had even scholarships for many students as well. Even during the war, and we were not a rich country at all. So I can't see why other powerful countries don't use more money to help the poor people to do their own business or educate themselves to be useful citizens in the world. They should all do this instead of making war, killing each other and killing innocent citizens. My God, we had enough suffering already, truly. And we will have more suffering if they don't change their mentality. Using God-given power and ability and wasting precious taxpayer money just to kill. All this will bring them all to hell. It's not like just in this lifetime that they're damaging the world and others, or maybe themselves, or their reputation as well. But in hell, they will suffer endless torture of all kinds. I'm telling the truth, and I hope they're listening before it's too late. Because in hell, nobody can help them at all. Nobody, not even God.